Hey guys, don't forget that the Garden Party, which is the live call-in podcast, will be on July 23rd at 8 p.m. The topic is, how is the 2021 growing season been treating you? I want to hear it all. The podcast will be hosted on Podbean, and as I mentioned the last time we had a live call-in show, you can log into Podbean with your Facebook credentials. So I want to hear the good, bad, and ugly, and any new tips or tricks that you have that you would like to share with the rest of us to help us all up our gardening game. So without further ado, here is the video. Okay guys, so that's it, and I'm losing light, but let me briefly show you what I did. Okay, but first off, can we just take a minute to appreciate the fact that this peony, this is peony, let's see, which one is this one? Riches and Fame. It decided to bloom tonight. I'll take a picture of it in daylight. It's really pretty, and let me smell it. It doesn't smell. It doesn't, so that's just a little disappointing. So anyway guys, so here's the black tubing, as you can see, that goes around here. You guys probably saw me rip it up because I started taking it that way before I realized this was going through the back. And I pretty much just did that with all of the beds. So now, and actually I didn't even have to use the 90-degree coupler because it was able, I guess the curve is sufficiently, big enough that it was able to go around the corner. So now I just have to run the 1/4-inch strip tubing. I'm not going to do that tonight because it's getting late and I'm tired and it's still very hot out here. It's still 84 degrees, so I'm going to call it quits. So I'll get up tomorrow morning and do that. So actually, before we go inside, let me turn the camera around. Ooh, I'm very well illuminated from that spotlight. But one thing I want to talk to you guys about is the length of tubing you can connect. Every brand has something different. So when you're purchasing your either your emitters or whatnot, look and see how many sections of hosing you can connect together. So for example, with the black distribution tubing, as long as your faucet has 25 pounds of pressure per square inch, you can usually attach 3 lengths, so 300 feet, and I forgot how many emitters you can put on that, but that's important. Now, I know that online there's this way of measuring, I guess the pressure at your faucet by filling up a 5-gallon bucket. I don't know how to do that. They do sell something in Lowe's that you can use you can just put it on and it'll tell you. That's probably the safest bet. Obviously, the lower pressure you have at your faucet, the fewer hoses you can connect, the fewer emitters and that sort of thing you can put on, like the distribution tube if you're going to run drip emitters directly to each plant, or even if you're going to use the drip tubing, there's going to be a limitation on how many you can put together. The higher your pressure is, it can power a much longer run. Now, my understanding, if you're using something like drip tape is even better because you can put on it can handle thousands of feet. But this drip tubing I'm using is not like that. Now, my pressure is very high because when they ran the irrigation, I think the person who originally put the system in put like either 1 1/4 or I just spilled all my staples. They either use 1 1/4 piping or 1 1/2, so it allows for a lot of pressure. So, like for example, when I think I did 200 yards doing the red and pink section, 200 feet, I mean, the red pink section plus some of the driveway, and I gotta tell you, as soon as I turned that faucet on, like that water got to the end of that hose very quickly. So I can, at 25 pounds per square foot, I think they said I could only put 200, but because mine is higher, I think I can actually put an additional another 100 on there. So I'll put it on there if I notice it starting to seep or something, seep out instead of like coming out, because I mean it was coming out pretty forcefully. Then I'll change it up. The faucet that's attached to my house, I know is not as powerful because last year when I had the drip emitter tubing, it seemed like it was really just weeping water rather than dripping. So I had to leave the hose on, longer, and on one side I actually had to supplement with hand watering. But I'm not going to have that issue with the system that I have, with what I have now. So anyway, guys, hopefully that answers your questions. Just something to keep in mind. The 1/4 inch tubing, from what I remember, I think the max length you can run is like 20 feet, and with 1/4 inch tubing, especially if you're connecting it to distribution, you may have to get some sort of pressure regulator so it makes so that it doesn't blow the little barb, because it will do that. Even if you put like drip emitters, it may blow it out if you don't have a pressure regulator on it. So another thing for you guys to keep in mind. So anyway, guys, that's it for real. So I'm gonna go inside, I'm gonna get myself an ice pop, maybe eat a cupcake, and I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow when I start running the 1/4 inch tubing. And I look kind of scary in this lighting right now, don't I? Anyway, guys, see you tomorrow.